My friends, what's going on, guys? My name is Kai. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. It really helps a small channel grow. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of February. Thank you so much for helping me out. So guys, today I want to switch it up a little bit. I want to talk about something different. I have mentioned on the channel before that I love video games, and when I was a kid, like most kids, I played video games all day, and I subscribed to Nintendo Power magazine, and I love that magazine. And recently, I've wanted to repurchase some. I know you can get the PDFs online, but I would like to have a physical copy. So recently I went to my local video game store and they had a couple, and I was looking at them and I noticed that, oh my goodness, the covers on these magazines are terrible. Like, the artwork is just absolutely terrible. So that being said, I wanted to make a list of the top 10 worst magazine covers that in my opinion at least, that I could come up with. So, to begin, let's start off with Naked Tarzan. Here's Naked Tarzan from issue 129 of Nintendo Power. I don't know why they chose to put Tarzan in a pose where he looks like he's absolutely wearing nothing. I understand that Tarzan wears a little loincloth, but for most people, I think looking at this, they would see Naked Tarzan. And when I was a kid, there would be cool covers of this magazine, and then one day I would just get Naked Tarzan on my cover. Not cool. Not to mention, this issue covered Pokemon Stadium. It covered Ridge Racer 64. It covered Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. They had so many opportunities to put such a cool cover on here, but no, they chose Loincloth Tarzan. Awful. Awful. So that's issue 129. The next issue I want to talk about is issue 80. So look at this thing. Could this magazine cover hurt your senses anymore? It looks like a stereograph from the 90s. You know those pictures that you would look at for about 36,000 hours before anything would actually appear on it? This is awful. Notice that instead of spelling it new, N-E-W, they're using the new cool 90s way of spelling it, which is much, much faster. N-U, that's just fantastic peak 90s right there. Also, you would think that maybe this magazine is like for the new year. Maybe it's like the last issue of the 90s. Nope, 1996. No problem. It was an issue advertising the Nintendo 64, and it doesn't look like that. It looks ridiculous. So that's issue 80. Here I want to talk about issue 30. This is for Final Fantasy II. I'm pretty sure that Final Fantasy is like a fantasy game, and when I think of fantasies, I think of like bright open kingdoms and like magical forests and like fantasy stuff. This has got to be the gloomiest, least fantasy looking thing that I've ever seen. Also, could the moon be any bigger? Lastly, is this a mountain goat hiding in the snow here, or is it a dragon? Also, why did they choose to make the dragon or the mountain goat the exact same color as the background? I didn't even notice that there was anything there until I looked at it for like 3 minutes flat. Yeah, so that being said, this is issue 30. It's terrible. Why does it look so gloomy? Okay, the next issue I want to talk about has an even derpier dragon on it. Check this thing out! Good lord, this is issue 54 for Secret of Mana. Could this dragon look any stupider? Like, come on, guys. The fingers look like a fat diabetic man's, like legs that are about to fall off. That's just... who drew the hands on this? Yeah, this is gross. This is just gross. The dragon has no pupils on it whatsoever. Terrible dragon. Derp dragon. Look at the eyes on this thing. Just awful. Just awful. Okay, number 6. This is for Mega Man. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mega Man 3, issue 120. This is awful. Could the colors on this magazine cover be any less inviting? Also, why does Mega Man look like he's going to the bathroom waiting for a kidney stone to pass? What's going on with Mega Man's mouth? The dog looks like he's guarding Mega Man while he goes to the toilet. There's just so many things wrong with this magazine cover. Keep note of Dr. Wily, the guy flying away in the background. He will make another appearance on this list, 1000%. But for now, look at the mouth. Also, is this supposed to be a forest? Is this supposed to be a swamp? What's going on here? This is just awful. Okay, so that's issue 120. Let's get on to issue 13, and before I bring this up here, be prepared because I'm going to show you the worst Mario creepy cursed image you've ever seen in your life. This Mario is so derpy and just so weird looking. The more you look at this Mario, the weirder it looks. Okay, here you go. This is issue 13. It's like a dedicated issue where they just go over Mario 3, I guess. But it's awful. It's awful. Why does Mario look like he's pooing out of his pants and gravity is lifting it up instead of down? I know it's supposed to be the Tanuki tail, but come on, guys. You could have done that a little bit better. Why is Bowser in the background the exact same size as the castle he's standing on? This is just terrible, but I 100% think that this is the most creepy, original, licensed, official art of Mario ever. Look at it, it's creepy. Okay, so now the next issue, issue 25. This issue looks like if you took every commercial from the 80s, every soft drink from the 80s, every neon jacket from the 80s, and threw it all up on a magazine cover. This is issue 25 for Battletoads. Good Lord, could the colors be any more 80s? Also, there's 3 Battletoads. There's Rash, Pimple, and Zitz. Why is there only 2 Battletoads on here? Also, what are these things on the bottom right? Like, what is going on here? Or the bottom left. There's these 2 little... What is this? Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. The art on this is terrible. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay? Okay, number 3. No, now this is bad. Now we're getting into the top 3. These are just the absolute worst of the worst. Out of 187 issues, this is what I've picked as the worst, okay? Here's number 3, issue 5, for Ninja Gaiden. What is going on here? First of all, I thought the ninjas were Japanese. Why is this ninja like a white businessman? Also, why is he holding a package of shoelaces? Also, you gotta love the background on this. You've got a city, and right behind the city is a tropical jungle. And then right behind the tropical jungle, you have the ice wall from the flat earth theory. And then behind the ice wall from the flat earth theory, you have Superman's Fortress of Solitude. What is going on with this? I've played this game, and I know that you start in a city. I know, but this is awful. And who chose Alan from accounting to be the ninja? Like, come on, guys. You're telling me at Nintendo Power you didn't have a single Japanese or Asian person there that you could ask to be in this photo? Instead, you had to get Alan from accounting? Come on, guys. If you want to look like you're being authentic, be authentic. Jeez. Okay, the next one is kind of a cop-out. It's 2 magazine covers, but they have the exact same styling, and they have the exact same topic, so let's get right on to them. This is issue, what did I write down here? This is issue 7 and 27. There we go. Issue 7 and 27. What is going on here? Why does Dr. Wily look like a troll doll mixed with Doc Brown from Back to the Future? I get that there's influence from there, but come on. This is what Doc Wily is supposed to look like. Why does he look like this? Oh, this is awful. These are the kind of animations that used to give me nightmares when I was a kid. Any kind of animation that used like plastic dolls or the CGI just looked way too plasticky. Like those original renders of Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong Country. All of those kind of early 3D things, they freaked me out. I hated them. So these two magazine covers, both of them are terrible. What? Look at this. Look at Mega Man in the top of this. What is it? Why is Mega Man standing like that? Terrible. But, okay. Here is my number one. Oh no, before we do number one, I want to get into some honorable mentions, okay? I picked 3 that could be on this list, but I didn't have much to say about them, so let's get into them quick. Let's bang them out quick. Alright, so, number 1, issue 96, Doom. Could the demon look any more like a dork? Also, who chose bright green would be a good font and who chose that bright green would be a good color choice for the Doom logo? You know, Doom, something that screams red and black, you know? Doom. No, just neon green. Throw it in there. Okay, so, other than that, where's my... Okay, number 2, Castlevania 4. Honorable mention number 2, Castlevania 4. Now, why is Thor in Castlevania? Why is one of his legs completely cut off, but at the same time he has a leg? So there's 3 legs in this photo. What's going on with this? And the reason that I picked this as one of the worst, I know that this doesn't really look like it's too bad, but comparing this to the Castlevania video, I mean, the Castlevania issue, that was issue number 2 of the magazine. This issue, one of the coolest magazine covers of all of them. I can't imagine that this Castlevania cover is very good whatsoever. And number 3, for my honorable mentions, look at this. Look at this. Who photoshopped this? No, I didn't Photoshop this. I didn't choose to take a little bit of Donkey Kong's face and put it on the cover. I didn't choose that. Somebody at Nintendo Power chose that this would be a good magazine cover. Yikes. Okay, so, here we go. My number 1 pick for the worst issue, not the worst issue, but the worst cover art for any Nintendo Power magazine ever has got to be, drumroll please, issue 70 for NBA Jam. Oh my goodness, this looks awful. Okay, so to begin with, you've got anthropomorphic CGI animals. Awful, just gross. The anthropomorphic animals have human hands. Very creepy. I don't like that whatsoever. I just think it's creepy. I think it's terrible. You've got the Hornet. I believe this is supposed to be the Chicago Bulls versus the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornet, for some reason, is looking directly up, and also the Hornet is brown. The entire magazine cover is brown. It looks awful. And that, for me, is my absolute worst pick for the worst magazine cover. One of the worst magazine covers I've ever seen of all time. So, guys, that's my list. If you were wondering, I do have a favorite magazine cover from Nintendo Power. And my favorite magazine cover, I didn't write down what issue it is, but this is it. And I think this is so cool. Now, that's my opinion. Everybody's got different opinions. But, in my opinion, this is the coolest Mortal Kombat, Scorpion on it. So cool, so dark, so cool. Everybody usually says that the darkest, scariest cover of Nintendo Power was issue 2, was the Castlevania issue. But I think that if I saw this exact issue when I was a little kid, I don't think that I'd want to read it. I think I'd be scared of it. Either way, guys, I hope you liked my video. I like to switch it up a little bit on my channel. I don't always talk about sobriety. I like to have fun sometimes and just talk about things that I enjoy. So I hope this didn't throw you off too much. And if you are a new viewer, thank you so much for stopping by my video. I really appreciate it. My name's Kai. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and what I usually do on my channel is I usually use my experience with alcoholism and mental health to teach other people about it, to let people know that you can recover from it. Right now I'm just about 500 days sober. I feel great, and I try my best to encourage anybody out there to get the help that they need, because addiction really is hell, and I want to let people know that they can get out of it. So, guys, if that's something that interests you, please subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I will be always talking about little things here and there. I am going to Japan in a couple months, so if you are interested in travel, I will be vlogging that the entire time. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to showing it to you. I'm excited to sharing my life with you guys. So, again, one thing that I always say on my channel is if there's anything that I can help you with, if you need somebody to talk to, if you're struggling with addiction or anything like that, shoot me an email. I always keep my email in my descriptions, and I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, guys, wherever you are in the whole wide world, thank you so much for checking out my video. Please be safe, please be sober, and if you're not going to be if you're not going to be sober, that's okay, guys. Just be safe about it. Be with people you trust, be with people you know, and have a safe ride home. Remember, your family loves you, and every single one of your friends wants you to wake up tomorrow. Alright, guys, I'm going to be editing this for the rest of the night, so I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye, guys.